Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, home to the North Carolina State Wolfpack, and the fans here on this leg of Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Man, just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuffing the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
And the crowd starting to rise up on this early 3rd and 10. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Waters. Touchdown Wolfpack! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that done.
2nd and 10 here. Back to throw, it's Brosmer. Got it set up on the outside. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. The Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line. On On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
Buys a little time. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse.
Woo. Deep breath. Big sigh of relief. He's able to recover it. You know, you put that thing on the deck, you start to panic. But great job getting back to the fumble, recovering his own fumble. Otherwise, whew, that could have been bad.
Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. With jet sweep pass. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action. Fires left. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete.
NC State 7, Minnesota 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Finds his back in the middle. Oh, he left him grabbing. Still on his feet at the 45. Speeding down the left side. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, NC State.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds a man all alone. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Smothers. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go with a direct snap. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get the space and make a big gain.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. NC State quick to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll go to the air. Lets it fly. Got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there getting set. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Brosmer. Now he's going to break the pocket. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's
Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Razorbacks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down for this offense. Handoff from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Snap it to the back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Working that left side now. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Concepcion. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. NC State going up tempo. They want to just keep throwing it. Got the back over the middle. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for it.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that linebacker timed that so well. I'm surprised the running back actually held onto the football after that big hit. They are so lucky. Wow.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. Nice move to stay on his feet. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
and they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hill. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. First down here for the offense. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Let's see what they've got on second down.
That's the end of the first quarter. NC State 7, Arkansas 0.
They'll go right back to it. And the Razorbacks are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, and makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
Got his man downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Looking for a man. It's Green. Got his man down the middle. Makes one man miss. Open space at the 25. Delivers the contact. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll try to power it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Quarterback on the keeper. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Fourth down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
Dances away. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he doinks it off the left upright. So an 82-yard drive there, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet.
He's loose. The 20. Oh, how did you make that move? And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him, a little slippery with all those juke moves. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. The give to the big fullback. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Coming out with it, it's Green. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a...
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Oh, it's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Looking downfield, it's Green. Throwing right. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And the try is no good. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys. It's still an 8-point game. Just about set for the second half kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hawks send that offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He's out past the 35. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To the air. It's Green. He finds his man. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Might as well give it to him again. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Just a little off. Incomplete.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. Got room at the 35. The ball's free. And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the first down. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Jackson. He breaks a tackle. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Trying to pound it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Defense in press coverage.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, NC State 14, Arkansas 6.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas!
They And I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
Calls his own number. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the fourth. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Complete out of the backfield. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down leaves them in second and manageable.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now, this guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Gets it out fast. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know a field goal can tie the game right now. You have to at least give yourself a chance to do that. So I don't mind maybe taking some shots, but every time you drop back, you're risking taking a sack. You've got to dial up plays right now, I think, that are high percentage throws. You've got to run the football to at least give yourself an opportunity to push this game into OT.
Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights. It's good. And the sideline celebration is on as they've taken the lead in the final minute. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal. Oh, right through his fingers. He muffed it. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out.
And there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in it? You know, what's his range? All those things come into account of how aggressive you want to be, maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw. It's Green. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. They'll throw it on first down. Moving away from pressure. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, NC
Big game, bro.
State. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Jayhawks will get us started with the opening kickoff. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking for room. It's Waters. Nice move to pick up yardage. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
He's looking to throw it. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
That is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six.
Good job. I fucked up that one.
Put yourself in a hole. Not good.
They want to land as big a blow as possible. You get a pick six, and now they'll try to make it 8-0 with the
I was just trying to rush the
He's going to
pass.
be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
You ready for 26?
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
26.
Really
Next one.
disciplined job by the coverage unit to get
Bro.
down there and make the stop at the 19.
I already got that shit pre-ordered. It's smooth. I played it too. Oh, bro, it's smooth.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time.
No, it's good. No, it's good, dog.
That's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do
Like, you play 2K?
Got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Okay, you know how you can swap like out on the fly, like while you're playing, you can sub. Same thing with the 26.
After the productive
So, like,
first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Nah, I ain't getting that garbage.
Catch in the middle. It's Waters. Makes the
Nah,
grab, and it's
25
enough for the
sucks.
first down
So,
before he's dragged to the ground.
and not on some bullshit either. Yeah, and it ain't even like I'm bad at it either. I'm decent, but it's just all the paying to play and like dudes be spending thousands of dollars on cards. And, yeah.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Only a short gain.
Especially greens. I'll be missing greens, dude. I'm like, that's fucking booty. Yeah.
Showing your physicality, setting your offense up.
Yep.
Solid pickup of 4 on
White.
first down.
It's whites. Yeah. It's garbage.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays.
That's a while.
Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of
Good hit.
downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch.
Let's go. Let's go.
Play for this offense.
Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, what a move.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Bailey. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd
down. Not trying to brag, but I'm filthy on the sticks, dude. That's all I practice.
They'll try to power their way ahead. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period.
I hear you. You don't have that problem in 26, I promise. Do you remember you played Madden? The boomstick, they fucking...
Looking to move it through
shit,
the air.
yeah. Bro, they...
Fires to the tight end.
Same. No, I'm a little older. I've been playing it since like 09 days, but...
It'll be 2nd down,
That's
and
nice.
Remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He's got it on the move, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to run it back. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. On 1st down, here comes this offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
Yeah, it's not delayed. They fixed it and then they updated it again and took it away. I don't know what's up with that.
One-dimensional, putting in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On the run, it's Neal. Discards a man. Gets it out.
Yeah.
20 after a pickup of 4.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum.
Good pitch. Good fucking run.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane.
Yeah.
Look out, there he goes. He's at the 20. We've reached
Good
the
run.
2-minute warning, and we have ourselves
I knew it too. I bet on that.
Take the lead here before the half.
I feel you. I bet on it. That was good.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here.
Bro, Jolly, wait, you got to follow him in real life, bro. He's... Drop that, come on. Good catch. Jolly on NC State, though, I bet you hear him on Sundays, bro. Watch. That dude's a fucking beast.
Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his spot.
Oh, you good, man?
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage.
Oh, you good.
He'll be stopped at the 17. North
Hey.
Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able
Yes.
to keep this defense.
Yes. No. Yes. Let's go.
He's at the 40, the 20, and he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown.
I mean, there's a little bit of bullshit, but there's some skill involved, too. Come on.
When that receiver
Come on,
got
come on.
free, it was all over.
People break tackles. People break tackles. Come on. Oh, you're going to smack my kicker like that too, right?
I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Bro, come on.
He ought to just boom this thing
People break
through the end zone
tackles.
with that extra 15 yards on the penalty.
I wouldn't bring that out. I wouldn't bring that out.
Coming out of the end zone.
Oh, good run back. It's better than I thought it would have
He's
been.
going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Line gets set, first down. Going with the ground game left. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Right back to him on the ground. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
To the air, it's Daniels. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole
I read that too. Good job.
There and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He'll pitch it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, NC State 14.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter.
Number 9 set to kick this one away.
He's going to bring it out from deep. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk.
And he breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
He got it. Touchdown, Kansas. with that when they jump on top here
The
in the
best.
second half. How about this? These guys are going for two. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's in the end zone for the two as the lead now stands at 6. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on teams. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
With the catch, it's Waters. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
This time he's got his man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Kansas 20, NC State 14.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got a man. It's Collins. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6 and needing a touchdown. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Touchdown.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the fourth. And now we're set up to see if they can hang on to this one-point lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this.
Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll drag him down after a good...
Don't quit. Come on now.
Interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he... It's now time to select your team. Do you want to build a team from the ground up or take over an established contender? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away, while lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders. The choice is up to you. And now you'll choose to create. Now it's time to choose your coach archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What is the most important thing to you? Acquiring players, maximizing player development, or putting your team in the best position to succeed? Congratulations, it's time to sign your first coaching contract. Make sure to pay attention to the expectations of the role. These are based on real-life historical records of the school.